Alright, first and foremost, we'd like to give our praises to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. I'd like to say salutation, peace, and love to the elect that's around the four corners of the earth. You gonna start out with your order? Yeah, we're basically gonna start out. Brother gonna start the lesson out with an order.
Alright, this is from the Genetic Literacy Project. Title of the article, Artificial Uterus, How Close is the Reality? And it said the uterus is just another organ that biomedicine will eventually replace, right? Possibly. Medicine does seem to be going in that direction. In recent years, the media has presented stories, including from this writer, that the era of motherless birth beacons. So we should begin pondering the social, political, economic consequence as we do with all emerging biotechnology. Not so fast. Some critics say the debate is getting ahead of itself, that there is no need to even discuss artificial womb yet for several reasons. The main one is that nobody is currently working to develop one, in part because we don't understand enough about the placenta. The first point of truth, nobody is working on ectogenesis, the term coined by J.B.S. Hayden in 1924, referring to the human development outside the mother through the entire 40-week process from conception to birth. However, medical science is moving incrementally toward 40-week ectogenesis by gradually pushing back the age that a fetus can be extracted from a womb and survive. As for the second point, there have been major advances in the realm of artificial placentas. In fact, that developing technologies, while new records for fetal prematurity may just be around the corner. Moreover, a true artificial uterus would not need an artificial placenta. The placenta is a part of the conceptus package that develops from a fertilized egg. The interface between machine and biology would be in the tissues of the maternal side of the placenta, not the fetal side. And there is a drive for advances in the area short of the goal of motherless birth, the need for alternatives to advanced lung support for keeping extremely premature infants alive.
Come on, man. And who's behind all this, man? The so-called white man, man. You know, so hey, and you wonder why? Well, you know, and it's just self-explanatory, man. Why the Lord is gonna exterminate them, man, from off the face of the earth, man. You know. You had a precept about it? Somebody get Hebrews 12:16, and they gotta bring that precepts out.
This second Thessalonians 2 and 4. Who would oppose it and exalt himself above?
Start a couple
3.
Yeah, start a couple verses.
Alright, this second Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except they'll come and falling away first.
Come.
And that a man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Right, so it say, hey, let no man deceive you, man. That falling away happened first, man. Which we just talking about you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We fell away from the truth. We fell away from our heritage, man. You know, we discontinued from our heritage going back to Jeremiah the 17th chapter, man. You know, it was all the curse of the Lord, man. But the falling away had to happen first, man, because when Paul actually wrote this, you know, a lot of our people knew they were Israelites, man, you know, during this time, man. So that whole falling away had to happen, man, to where all our whole nation lost the truth, man, you know. But then, going back to where it say the man of sin being revealed, man, it's not, it ain't hard to see, man. You look at the track record of the so-called white man, he's the main man that fit that description, man. You know, nobody else, man, even though you got the Chinese with them doing their wickedness, and the so-called Chinese and these other nations, which they worship their other gods, man, but they like stick a lot. They like stick a lot to like the natural healings and all that, man. It's only the so-called white man that's just his whole agenda is against anything natural, man. You know, his whole being is going against the natural way of things, man. You know, going back into the ark of the brother way. Go ahead, Doc.
4. Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called the Most High.
Right. See, he opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, man. The Most High already set up. He set everything up perfectly, man. You know, he made the woman to have the womb, made the man to have the rod, the penis, man. You know, he made everything perfectly, man. But now you got the so-called white man trying to create artificial wombs, figuring out a way to get a man pregnant, man. You know? So that's how he opposes the Most High. That's how he exalted himself above all that is called God, man, by his actions. He don't got to, like a lot of our people might like think, okay, because I know like the church doctrine, they got the Antichrist gonna come and he basically gonna take this big stand as one man when he just gonna come and denounce the Most High and all that, man. You know, now they doing it through their actions, man. It ain't that they gonna come out blatantly and do it, even though you got saved worshipers, man. But the whole so-called white race, man, this what they about, man. You know, they whole actions is against the Most High, man. Go ahead,
All that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, sit in the temple of the Most High.
Come, and the so-called white man, the only one put that image of himself as the son of the Most High and the Most High and the angels, man. No other nations try to portray themselves as being the Most High or his son, man.
The Israelites too.
Huh? Come, or the Israelites, like the brother said, man. You know?
Hey, you want me to read that Job 9:24?
Come, yeah.
Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He changes the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Right, man. So the Most High gave the earth into the hand of the wicked, man. You know, he covered the faces of the judges thereof, man. You know, and going back to the statement we basically was saying, man, the so-called white man only one did that, man. Because who was the number one judge? Yahweh. But then he put all power into his son's hands, so he gave the judgment to his son, man. You know. So they the ones covered the faces of the judges thereof, man. When they painted those images, you got that First Maccabees 3:47 and 48. It was you can go back to what you back in Thessalonians.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to that. Go get that.
Alright, this is First Maccabees chapter 3 verse 47. Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rent their clothes.
Come on, man. This during the time of the Maccabees, man. When they actually started fighting. They was not on at the Grecians at that time, but this was like the first kingdom of the so-called white man, you know. So in this you can go back to history and read about Alexander the Greek, man. You know, go ahead, and his 4 generals that took over after him. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 48. And laid upon the book of
Laid
the law.
open.
And laid open the book of the law,
Come.
wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Right, wherein the heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images. Who were the heathen at that time that had destroyed the temple and everything, man? It was the so-called Greeks, man. Which in the 5th chapter of First Maccabees, it let you know, Idumea, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was the so-called white people from the beginning that done that, man. You know, you done it back then and you doing it now, man. Everything is back recycled in the reincarnation, man. You know, so when y'all came back in the power during the Renaissance period, y'all came with that image again, man. You know, that's it on that up.
It was on 48. It was on 48.
Come, go ahead.
So that he as it that he worshipped, so that he as the Most High sit in the temple of the Most High.
Right. See, so that scripture linking right up with First Maccabees 3:48, man. You know, even when Paul wrote that, man. You know, go ahead,
Showing himself that he is the Most High.
Showing himself that he is the Most High, man. He put the image up, and then basically his conduct of how he act, he like, I'm the Most High, man. You know, you got that. What you had? You had something up?
Yeah, I got Hebrews for you.
Get on. Get Isaiah 14, chapter 12. Chapter 14, verse 12. If somebody has precept, bring it.
14. Alright.
Where it say, let me see. I think it's verse 12. Verse 13.
Isaiah 14:13.
14.
For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven.
Come.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Right, so he got his satellites out there. He got his space stations up there. He even got spots where he can like stay up there, man. You know, in his different space stations, man. You know, and the white man, you know, you got the Chinese and you got the Chinese. Well, they ain't up there. It's only the U.S. and Russia, man. You know what I'm saying? That's got the space station and stuff up there, which this the prophecy going into them, man. They exalt themselves above the stars. Go ahead up.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
He was sent up on the mount of the congregation. Who was the mount of the congregation, man? Mount Zion, man. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, go ahead.
In the sides of the north.
In the sides of the north, man. North America. Go ahead.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
There you go. He will ascend to the heights of the clouds. He will be like the Most High. You know, who do this prophecy fit, man? The so-called white man, man. You know.
Got a quick,
Oh, we more. We finna go another article.
you will link it up to that.
Alright, so I'm just reading the later part of the article. And it say, it's getting rather complex and becomes more so as we add body systems that may not be functional at earlier and earlier gestational ages. But it's clear that there is a pathway to ectogenesis. The uncertainty surrounds how many decades it will take to get there, but on the way we also could consider another objection that has been cited against motherless birth, namely that there are other important factors that the mother contributes to fetal development outside the physical and biochemical support that an artificial uterus will replace. The basic argument is that an artificial womb would not be a perfect replace of a natural mother, no matter how much we learn about the biology, but that could be good or bad. Sure, an artificial womb might be inferior to a healthy mother, but what about the mother who smokes, drinks, is folate deficient, or has any other issue that makes the intrauterine environment less projective than it should be?
Right, man. This only the so-called white man doing this, man. Man, he the start of that. If any other nation do it, they just following behind him. You know what I'm saying? They drinking their wine, going back to Revelation, man. The 18th chapter, man. You know, they drunk out their wine, but all this BS is started by the so-called white man, man. You know, and then he bring it to these other nations like it's good, man. But now these other nations basically done peep. Look, every deal we done made with this man, he only causing corruption, man. Whether it's corruption of the people or it's just corruption of the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Just defiling the earth, period, man. You know? So now these other nations really trying to figure out a way to how they can eliminate him, man. You know?
And then he always live up to his name as being the devil, as the deceiver, man. Because he talking about some it'd be good for the parents who smoke and drink, you know, making it seem like he doing the earth a favor, man. That's how he always come. You know, like when he spreading his democracy and that wine and fornication across the earth, he portrayed a role like he being world security, man. But he really being a thief and a robber and a murderer, man.
Can I say something? Another thing, if they did do that, the women they ain't gotta be home to watch the baby. You know, they ain't gotta be pregnant. They keep on working, so the money just stay going in. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's the big thing about that money, though.
Yeah, quick one. Psalm 64:6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Right. And that's what they do, man. They search, and then, cause that whole thing, what it's going into, they trying to let somebody continue their wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And like the brother was saying, make it better where they continue their wickedness and like it ain't hurt nothing, man. You know. But the whole thing is they basically going against the whole natural process that the Most High set up, man. So that's why this man got to be taken out of the way, man. The man, woman, and child. You know.
Damn, let me read this little piece last.
That's it. That's it on that.
And then look what it say next. No, this does not include eating GMO foods, but it could also include mothers who regularly subject their bodies to unproven, untested, unregulated herbal remedies promoted as being healthy on the basis of zero evidence. Surely in those cases, the fetus would be better off starting life with no physical connection to the bloodstream of such a mother. So they just demonize a person who use natural remedy, you know, because they don't use the pharmacia, you know, the pharmaceuticals. We go back to pharmacia, which mean witchcraft. You know, they said what it say, unregulated herbal remedies promoted as being healthy on the basis of zero evidence. So if it ain't USDA regulated, you know, what the FDA approved, they say it's unhealthy, man. But FDA is run by the so-called white man, so they approve and disapprove what they want and demonize what they want, man. You know, so like I say, this is a backward society, man. It's set up. This society is set up for death, man. You know.
It's the land of confusion. You got a precept?
Yeah, I got one. It says Isaiah 29 and
15.
16.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, what I had. Go ahead.
15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Most High, and their works are in the dark.
Right, and how did they do that, man? By all the different like ways they've been trying to destroy Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? They do it in secret, man. But now most all their ways are sought out, man. So now they just all out. They all out in front, and they brought everything out to the light. Now they just letting you know what they gonna do, man, because they feel like they got so much power, man. It don't matter if you know what you're gonna do. You can't stop, you know.
And they say, who sees us and who knows us? Surely your turn up things upside down shall be esteemed as a pot of clay.
Right, your turning of things upside down, man. That's a great scripture, man, because that's what this article all about, man. Your turning of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay. This all set up for esteemed for your destruction, man. You know, your turning things upside down is just more and more. That's why the book of Revelation 18 say that sins have reached into heaven, man. You know, so the Most High just been letting their track record build up, man, and build up to where he like, look, you just got to be exterminated. That's the only basically that's the only remedy for you, man, is to be taken out, man. You know, chased out of the world, man. You know, go ahead.
For sure the word say of him that made it, he made me not.
Right, because see, ultimately the Most High made you that way, man. You know, you vessels are real fitted for destruction. Go ahead, bro.
Or shall the things framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. Yeah, that about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, verse 1. The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus said Yahweh power, because thy heart is lifted up.
Right, man, and this is to the so-called white man today, man, because going back to you know, going back to Daniel the 4th chapter, man, you know, the Most High, he said he put it down one king and set up another, man. You know, he ruled in the kingdom of men, man. You know, go ahead,
Because thy heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am the Most High.
Come, man. And that's the thoughts of the so-called white man, going back to Isaiah the 14th chapter, man. He said he actually said that, man. You know, go ahead.
I sit in the seat of